I was ready not to be stuck at my desk for 40 hours a week, doing tedious work I didn't care about. I was willing to give it a shot, and I did. I think initially I was a little hesitant to tell people about what I was doing, just because it is a little unconventional. And, people don't just decide, oh, hey, I'm going to pull a total 180 and do this thing. And like, I have friends on the internet helping me, like, really, Mollie? Okay.
I remember
Good luck
that.
with that. Yeah. It's definitely, there's that's like the first mindset shift is, this isn't crazy. Like, I deserve to give myself a shot at this. Like, that alone was a huge hurdle for me. But I did it, and I'm glad I did. And it wasn't all like, puppies and roses to start with. And like I said, especially in week 2, like, you do a lot of hard work, and it sometimes takes longer to slog through that than you would like. It certainly did for me. I was like, oh, I started in August. I'm going to be full-time freelancing by Thanksgiving, and that's what I'll be thankful for. Like a year plus later, I'm not full-time freelancing, but darn, I'm getting close. So, yeah, there were some hurdles in the beginning, but it's totally worth it. And just the difference that's made in my sense of self, and like how I view myself, and the self-talk I give myself is very different now.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think even to speak to that, to like, some people kind of hitting that 90 goal, and some people, even taking longer. Like even for me, it's taking me longer. Like I did have some really like awesome initial wins, like right out the gate, like within that 90 days. But I'm still trying to build to what my idea of full-time freelancing is, so everybody has their idea of what they consider full-time freelancing. So I'm still trying to build to that. And I think it just depends on how far along you are in your own personal journey and what skill sets you had before. And is there a big learning curve? You have to learn a lot of skill sets to get to where you need to be.
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of that can fall.
I definitely had to build from pretty much the ground up. I'm a very capable writer, and communicating comes easily to me, thankfully, because I've spent much of my life in front of people. But I didn't have some delicious skill set of magic that I could just dole out right away. My husband, on the other hand, like motion graphics, editing, videography. I'm like, oh my gosh, if I were my husband.
Right.
But yeah, and that's been the fun thing to see too, is like you see, I've loved charting people who've sort of been in the group as long as I have, like where they started and like where they thought they were going, and then how they've pivoted, and how that's like a totally different outcome than they probably expected for themselves, but it's like totally jamming right now. That's been super fun to see.